On today's episode of the podcast, I'm going to talk about monk mode and consistency. This show, it's about getting visibility. It's about getting recognition. It's about getting top of mind awareness. It's about getting people to see your brand, to see you repeatedly. And I've been out here in Europe, heads down in monk mode, building, putting out video after video every single day, podcast after podcast, every single day since November. 5 months now. That's almost 5 months that I have been here just in monk mode, heads down, work. And what I want to share, it's a story from yesterday. It's one thing seeing numbers in an app, seeing that your video got 5 million views, 6 million views, seeing that you have all these likes, getting messages from random people every day. It's one thing to do that. It's another thing to have it happen in real life. And I'm in a place where I'm not going to be recognized quite often. When I was in New York, I actually was recognized. And I have no doubt that if I was back there now and I was going to tech events, I would be recognized every day. Actually, I had an interesting, let me share this conversation before I give my story. I was talking with a friend of mine. I think she won't mind me sharing this. Her name is Avni Barman. You can look her up on Instagram. She has only 56,000 followers on Instagram. And I say only because I asked her, she's out in San Francisco, and I asked her, how often do you get recognized? And she said to me several times a day. So 56,000 followers, she's getting recognized several times a day in San Francisco. Another friend of mine, I talked about him before. His name is Wanyan Official on Instagram. He makes dating content. He's recognized. He has 72,000 followers on Instagram. He is also recognized in person every day in Miami, in Stockholm, in London. These are the cities that he goes to the most. He's recognized every day there. And I'm in a place where just not that many people in this place are going to be huge fans of my videos. And that's fine. I'm not making the videos for the people here. I'm making the videos for a different type of people. Tech people, business people, people super interested in hustling and marketing and doing big things and getting visibility. And so the real life feedback that I get on my videos, as in person, IRL, in real life feedback that I get, it's not tremendous. It's tremendous when I'm in New York. It's tremendous if I'm in a Western city, which I am not. But what happened yesterday is, okay, so 1 year ago, I was at this pink party at my friend's Penthouse in Warsaw. I have a friend, he has this crazy penthouse out in Warsaw, very close friend. I met him 10 years ago on the Lower East Side in New York. And he threw this party and everyone had to wear pink. And I met this guy there and he is a broker dealer. He does all sorts of finance stuff. Primarily, he's a broker dealer. I met him there. We stayed in touch over IG. I'm always top of mind because I'm putting out videos every day. And so he was in this city yesterday. He was in Warsaw, the city that I'm in. And he's like, let's get coffee. I'm like, sure. And this was so weird to me. So we're sitting down for coffee and he shows me he's only following 542 people on Instagram. Not a lot. And despite only following 542 people, one of his friends who I don't know is following me just because that person likes my stuff and watches my stuff. And then all these really cool people that he knows, they're all liking my videos on every single video that I put out. So someone that he knows is seeing it and liking it. And then he asked to take a video with me so he could share it on Instagram. I'm really out here in monk mode with little like actual in-person feedback to how people are receiving my content. I try to make the best videos that I can every single day. And to get that feedback for the first time in months, it was a strange and amazing feeling. And I tell this to a lot of people. I think being famous is bad, actually. You don't want to be famous. It comes with so many problems, and most people who are famous, they say they wish they could take it back. But I want to tell you, I know that it's going to come with a lot of problems, and I will probably feel that way. But I'm also curious to see how far I can take this. Right now, I'm just a smidgen of niche famous. I think I would be recognized a decent amount in New York. Probably like my friend Avni. My friend Avni, 56,000 followers. She's recognized several times a day. I probably would be recognized 1 or 2 times a day in New York. San Francisco too, Miami as well, Austin as well, probably London, maybe Barcelona. There's a lot of English speakers in Barcelona. I don't know about Rome. I used to live in Rome. Italy, not a super English-speaking place, so I don't know about that. Lovely, lovely country though. But yeah, I'm not very famous yet. I think it's going to be a mistake to be famous, and I'm going to push this as much as I can because I'm very curious to see how far I can take it. It's an exciting feeling. Okay, so I want to quickly share this story. I was talking to a YouTube consultant last night, and she told me that she's having trouble growing on TikTok. I asked her what she was doing, and she told me that she batch records a whole month's worth of videos in a day, 30 videos in a single day. And I said, that is a huge mistake. I talked to another friend who wanted to do that, and I stopped him from doing that. The way that I am getting this decent following is so simple. It boils down to 2 rules, literally 2 rules. Everything else gets figured out from these 2 rules. I'm the type of person, I try to look at base causes, base rules that can affect everything else. What are the things, the most basic things that you got to focus on for everything else to fall into place? And I think when it comes to developing an audience and getting visibility and getting top of mind awareness, and that's what I like to teach on this show, that's what I like to talk about, I'm personally interested in. When it comes to that, it's just 2 rules. And this is applicable to most platforms, but I am specifically going to apply it to TikTok and to Instagram. You know what? There's actually a 3rd rule. Here are the rules. Number 1, post a video every day. I said this before, I'll say it again. Post a video every day. Make it easy. Your bar for success is that you get a video. Get a video out. Like I said, I built my original audience on an iPhone 8, shooting and editing everything in the TikTok app. Number 2, shoot every day. You want to actually make a video every day, not just post a video. Make that video every day because you are getting feedback every day. You are looking at comments, you are looking at performance, you are thinking about hooks and different ideas, and you want to test that. You want to constantly get inspiration, and you need the iterative feedback. You need the feedback that you get, and you got to iterate on that. You got to make changes on the go, and you need to do that every day. That is the fastest way to improve. I could tell you a million little rules that would make videos better. Most people will just forget about those rules, and the videos will still not end up great. Have to be making videos every single day in order to internalize the lessons. It's like anything else. Practice makes perfect. You want to learn an instrument? Great. Do it every day. Practice makes perfect. So that's number 2. Number 1, post every day. Number 2, make a video every day. And number 3, this one's super simple, but I didn't learn this until November. And that's why I've said this before. I would probably have maybe like 500,000 followers on IG by now, maybe 1 million if I knew this. And I didn't know this. Can't believe I didn't know this. But post manually on Instagram. Post videos manually on Instagram. I did not know that. Post manually on Instagram. The algorithm doesn't like when you use third-party tools to automate your posting. Even though it has an API that allows people to do that, it doesn't like that. I am looking into a way to do that. So I talked to, last night, I talked to somebody. He manages accounts for OnlyFans girls and shared all these interesting stories about how, models are lying about all sorts of things, their age, their intelligence level. A lot of them are very smart, super savvy. There was this one, she was a mother of 2, a real estate agent. She was getting burnt out from doing real estate, and she was good at it. She owned 4 houses, and she just found that OnlyFans was easy and it was great money, and she was doing that. And what's crazy is they have bots that respond to everybody and that try to push people to actually just go to OnlyFans, just using GPT. So most of it is automated. And what this person is doing is a lot of third-party tools, they have IP addresses shared across accounts that use them. And this guy is using a tool. I think it's called Sharing Tools. Yes, it's called Sharing Tools.services. And he's using proxies. So he has dedicated IP addresses. And he's using the API to post to Instagram. And so I actually talk frequently enough to the founder of reusevideo.com. That's my affiliate URL for repurpose.io. I'm their biggest affiliate and biggest power user. Love this tool. If you decide to use it, please use reusevideo.com. And I'm telling him about this. And I'm saying, maybe look into a way to do this so that Instagram can be automated with your service. But no other third-party tool is doing this. And it might be difficult to do. I'm not sure. So post manually on Instagram. Post manually on Instagram. That's rule number 3. So the 3 rules. 3 rules. Anybody can do what I did. Anybody can get recognition. You can do this for a brand. You can do this for a product. You can do this for an app. You can do this for something that's CPG. You can do this for really anything. Post every day, make a video every day, post manually to IG. IG is just such a good platform. Everyone who's growing on it can't believe how impactful it is. And that's it. Anybody can do what I've done, but it's cool to get that in-person recognition because I'm just out here building consistency. Edward builds. I'm just out here building every day, putting out a video, putting out a podcast, putting out my newsletter every week, edwardstrom.com/newsletter, doing this every day. And it's cool to see these little things in real life. I wanted to share this story. If you're putting content out every day too, if you're doing content marketing as well, like I am, consistency compounds, effort compounds, knowledge building compounds. This is episode 280 of The Edward Show, 280 consecutive days that I have done my podcast. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for sticking with me and watching my stuff and giving me a chance. And I'm happy to make the videos and to make the podcast and make everything for you. Really grateful for it. So thank you so much. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.